What up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, February 24th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Warner Bros. Pictures Thursday confirmed that Matt Reeves will direct The Batman. Best known for his work on Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Cloverfield, Reeves will also serve as a producer on the Cape Crusaders' upcoming adventure. Toby Emmerich, the president and chief content officer of Warner Bros. Pictures Group, said in a statement, "We're thrilled to have Matt Reeves taking the helm of Batman, the crown jewel of our DC slate. Matt's deep roots in genre films and his evolution into an emotional world-building director makes him the perfect filmmaker to guide the Dark Knight through his next journey." Reeves added, "I loved the Batman story since I was a child. He is such an iconic and compelling character, and one that resonates with me deeply. I'm incredibly honored and excited to be working with Warner Bros. To bring an epic and emotional new take on the Cape Crusader to the big screen." Film star Ben Affleck stepped down as director of The Batman last month, stating he didn't think he could handle both jobs effectively. Affleck previously played the brooding superhero in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice and Suicide Squad. 20th Century Fox has released a 5-minute video prologue for its space horror movie Alien Covenant, starring Catherine Waterston, Michael Fassbender, and Billy Crudup. The clip was released late Wednesday. It introduced the all-couples crew of the colonialization ship Covenant as they enjoy a final meal, along with drinks and a few laughs, before they are scheduled to enter into Cyrosleep. The android Walter, played by Fassbender, is also seen rushing to the aid of one of the female crew members who seems to be choking. Notable as well is the appearance of James Franco's captain character, who is sick and goes to bed before the festivities begins. The prologue ends with Waterston's character offering a toast. "I couldn't pick a better bunch of jerks to get marooned on a distant planet with," to the Covenant, while her fellow space travelers smile and raise their countenance cheering to the Covenant. Alien Covenant follows the crew as they discovered, quote, "what they think is an uncharted paradise, but it's actually a dark, dangerous world," the synopsis reads. It continues by saying, "When they uncovered the threat beyond their imagination, they must attempt a harrowing escape." Also featuring Danny McBride, Demian Bichir, Carmen Ejogo, Amy Zetmitz, Jesse Smollett, Kaylee Hernandez, Nathaniel Dean, Alexander England, and Benjamin Rigby. The movie is set for theatrical theaters on May 19th. Ridley Scott is helming the picture. Jamie Chung has joined the cast of Fox's X-Men pilot. The 33-year-old American actress will portray Blink as a serious regular in the forthcoming project, according to Deadline. In the Marvel Comics, Blink, aka Clarice Fong, is a mutant with the power of teleportation. Chinese actress Fan Bingbing previously portrayed the character in the movie X-Men: Days of Future Past. The new pilot will see Blink deal with a sudden and traumatic upheaval in her life. The character slowly returns to her lively and exuberant ways as she adjusts to the new people and places that are suddenly home. Matt Nix wrote the pilot with X-Men Apocalypse Helmer Bryan Singer as director. The episode focuses on two ordinary parents who discover their children have mutant powers and are forced to go on the run from the government. Fox ordered the pilot in January, with Nix serving as writer and showrunner and executive producing alongside Singer and X-Men Apocalypse producer Simon Kinberg. The series will tie into the long-running X-Men film franchise. Nix told The Hollywood Reporter in January, "A fan of the movies, but also the comics, would not be disoriented at all as to where this fits in the mythology." Chung is best known for playing Mulan in the ABC series Once Upon a Time and Valerie Val in the Fox drama Gotham, which is set in the DC Comics universe. She'll also be starring in Disney's XD's forthcoming Big Hero 6 series. The 8-episode first season of American Gods is to debut April 30th on Starz. The Fremantle Media North American production adaptation of Neil Gaiman's contemporary fantasy novel will have its world premiere at the SXSW Festival March 11th in Austin, Texas. Participating in the panel discussion after the screening will be Brian Fuller, Michael Green, Ricky Whittle, Ian McShane, Emily Browning, Pablo Schreiber, Crispin Glover, Yeteti Badecki, Bruce Langley, Orlando Jones, Jonathan Tucker, and Betty Gippin. The synopsis reads, American gods poise a different kind of war brewing, one between old gods and new. The traditional old gods with mythical roots from around the world fear irreverence as their believers die off or are seduced by the money, technology, and celebrities offered by the new gods. Shadow Moon is an ex-con who, left adrift by the recent death of his wife, becomes bodyguard and traveling partner to conman Mr. Wednesday. But in truth, Mr. Wednesday is a powerful old deity on a cross-country mission to build an army and reclaim his lost glory. The show's ensemble will also include Gillian Anderson, Christian Chenoweth, Jonathan Tucker, Cloris Leachman, and Corbin Burnson. The Walking Dead star Jeffrey Dean Morgan took to Twitter Thursday to weigh in on a complaint made in England about a show-themed T-shirt featuring a quote from his character. Morgan tweeted, "Holy crap, people are stupid. Walking Dead shirts pulled from stores after complaint of racism," along with the link to an article from The Wrap regarding the controversy. The shirt in question features the words "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo," alongside the image of a barbed wire covered baseball bat. The Wrap reported. Morgan's character, Negan, famously utters the children's rhyme as he tries to decide who to beat to death with his bat at the end of Season 6 and beginning of Season 7. Negan continues his creepy recitation with "Catch a tiger by the toe" as per American tradition. But Primark shopper Ian Lucraft told the Warwick Courier he found the words on the shirt fantastically offensive since British people have in the past used a racist word in place of tiger when repeating the rhyme. That line of the poem is not included on the shirts, however. The Lucraft says, "We were shocked when we came to face with the new T-shirt with the radically explicit graphic and text. It was fantastically offensive, and I can only assume that no one in the process ordering it knew what they were doing and were aware of its subliminal messages. It is directly threatening of a racist assault, and if it were black and if it were by aware, I would know just where I stood." Primark apologized in the statement to The Wrap and said the shirts have been removed from the stores. A Primark representative said the T-shirt in question is licensed merchandise from the U.S. television series The Walking Dead, and the quote and the image are taken directly from the show. Any offense caused by its design was wholly unintentional, and Primark sincerely apologizes for this. Primark has pulled the product from sales. Comedian Louis C.K. has taped 2 new stand-up specials for Netflix. The first, show titled 2017, was filmed in Washington, D.C. and will premiere April 4th. No details about the second has been yet revealed. Ted Sarandos, the chief content officer at Netflix, said in a statement Wednesday, "Louis has been one of the most innovative comedy voices in this new era of stand-up. He has also been a thoughtful leader in the business of comedy. We have marveled at his creativity and his ability to invent comedically and commercially, and are thrilled that he is bringing his newest specials to Netflix." CK is a 6-time Emmy Award winner who earned critical acclaim for his television shows Louie and Horace and Pete. He also recently lent his voice to the character Max in the animated blockbuster The Secret Life of Pets. The new series of the British car-themed docuseries Top Gear is to debut March 12th, BBC America announced Thursday. Matt LeBlanc, Chris Harris, and Rory Reid have returned to host the show, which will also feature frequent appearances from race car driver Sabine Schmitz and commentator Eddie Jordan. Split and XMen star James McAvoy will guest star in the season premiere. The cable network said in a press release, in this new 7-part series, Top Gear's hosts journey across wildest Kazakhstan in cars with 500,000 miles on the clock, tackle old-school motorsports in Cuba, blast through the U.S. Wild West in the latest convertible supercars, and attempt to turn an ugly South Korean van into a luxury yacht to rival Monaco's finest. Former Top Gear host Jeremy Clarkson was fired from the show more than a year ago after a dust-up with the producer, and his longtime co-hosts James May and Richard Hammond refused to go on without Clarkson. LeBlanc, Harris, Reid, and Chris Evans took over for a season, but Evans left after reports of low ratings and a lukewarm reception from fans. Clarkson, May, and Hammond are now working on the Amazon docuseries The Grand Tour. Gilmore Girls and Parenthood actress Lauren Graham is returning to network television in a comedy pilot for Fox. Graham will star in the upcoming family comedy Linda from HR as Linda, an HR employee whose one bad decision throws her monotonous, unfulfilled life into an exciting but dangerous tailspin, balancing work life, home life, and a secret that couldn't unravel everything. The pilot, which was picked up pending casting, was one of the many comedy offers Graham had received. Graham's casting marks her first return to the network television after starring as Sarah Braverman in the NBC family drama Parenthood, and then reprising her role as Lorelai Gilmore for Netflix's Gilmore Girls. Mark Buckland will direct the pilot, which was written and executive produced by Jeff Barnamel and Etia Grunfeld. Octavia Spencer and Scarlett Johansson will each play hosts on an episode of Saturday Night Live next month. Spencer, who is up for her second Academy Award for her work in Hidden Figures, will make her debut as host on SNL March 4th. Father John Misty will be the evening's musical guest. Johansson, who's on production trail for her new movie Ghost in the Shell, will host a New York-based sketch comedy show March 11th. Lord will provide the musical entertainment for that night. Lisa Vanderpump says she doesn't understand why Lisa Rinna recently shared a nude selfie. The 56-year-old reality star weighed in on Wednesday in an interview with People of her 53-year-old Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star posting a naked photo on Instagram. Vanderpump says, "I just don't know why you want to. I mean, she sure looks great. I mean, she's tiny and she's toned. But I think my kids, even if I look that good, which I don't, would say, 'Oh, Mom, what the hell are you doing?'" Rinna made headlines for sharing a new selfie Sunday following news that Playboy will once again feature naked women. The television personality and mom of two appeared on the cover of Playboy in 1998 and 2009. She captioned the photo, "It's back. I got scared and then I said, I'm 53. Cheers to Playboy for going back to the nudes." The star added, "The female body is so beautiful, every size and every age. Be proud. Hashtag the female body is beautiful. Hashtag all shapes and sizes. Hashtag love yourself. Hashtag love your body." Vanderpump and Rinna have co-starred on 3 seasons of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which airs Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bravo. Vanderpump will also address in the People interview reports that she will leave the show after season 7. Savannah Guthrie announced her Today Show return date Wednesday following her son's birth. The 45-year-old television anchor will return to the NBC morning show in March after welcoming Charles, her son, with husband Michael Feldman in December. She captioned a photo on Instagram of herself with her son. "Hey, little one, you're not the only good reason to wake up early. I'm heading back at Today Show March 3rd. Excited to see you all." Guthrie and Feldman have been married since 2014 and are also parents to 2-year-old daughter Vale. The television personality started her maternity leave on December 2nd and gave birth to Charles on December 8th. She tweeted after welcoming her son, "We are so grateful. Blessings overflow along with tears of joy." The Today favorite couldn't help but gush about her first Christmas with her family of 4 during a call-in to the show December 27th. She told her co-host she and her family spent a great holiday in matching pajamas. The star said, "I just felt like all my gifts were in my arms, not under the trees, and I just have not stopped feeling so much gratitude, and it's been so fun." Fellow Today anchor Dylan Dreyer welcomed her first child, son Calvin, with husband Brian Fitzgerald on December 17th. In addition, anchor Hoda Kotb announced this week that she's adopting a daughter, Haley Joel. Billie Lourd remembered her late mom, Carrie Fisher, in a new post Wednesday on Instagram. The 24-year-old actress posted an adorable throwback photo with Fisher nearly 2 months after the Star Wars icon's death. The actress captioned the snapshot with an angel emoji. The picture shows a young Lourd sitting on Fisher's lap as they peer out of a limousine. Fisher died at the age of 60 on December 27th, and her mom, actress Debbie Reynolds, died at the age of 84 the next day. The certificates later confirmed the stars died of a heart attack and a stroke, respectively, although Fisher's death remains under investigation. Lourd thanked fans for their support in January, saying that they have given her, quote, strength during a time she thought strength could not exist. She gave a shout-out to rumored boyfriend Taylor Lautner and her friends the same month. Lourd is known for playing Sadie Swenson, a.k.a. Channel Number 3, on the Fox series Scream Queens. Her co-star Glenn Powell said in an interview January 28th with the Entertainment Tonight that the actress is coping well with the loss of her mom and grandmother. And passing to report, Alan Colmes, the author and liberal political commentator for Fox News, died Thursday morning after a brief illness. His official website confirmed he was 66. The message says he leaves his adoring and devoted wife, Jocelyn Elsie Cromley. He was a great guy, brilliant, hysterical, and moral. He was fiercely loyal, and the only thing he loved more than his work was his life with Jocelyn. He will be missed. The family has asked for privacy during this very difficult time. Colmes' longtime friend and Fox News colleague Sean Hannity tweeted about the former host on radio's The Alan Colmes Show. He said, "Alan was a dear friend. I miss him dearly. Please pray for my friend and his family." Fox News personality Monica Crowley said in a Facebook post she was heartbroken at the loss of my sweet brother-in-law Alan Colmes. Crowley noted he passed away this morning after a brief illness which he fought with extraordinary courage, strength, and grace. Alan was a true gentleman in every sense of the word. He took his beliefs and work seriously and at the same time lived his life full of joy, laughter, and commitment. He loved what what he did for a living, and he loved those around him without conditions. During the most heated political debates, his infectious sense of humor would come through, and before you knew it, even his staunchest political opponents were smiling. He was incredibly kind, generous, and warm, and completely devoted to my sister and our family. He was a gentle soul and a good man. He was my friend, and I will miss him every day. Rest in peace, dear Alan. Combs was 66 years old. Quantico star Jake McLaughlin recently welcomed baby number 4. Priyanka Chopra, who plays Alex Parrish on the ABC series, announced Thursday on Twitter that the 34-year-old actor and wife Stephanie welcomed a daughter named Freya. She captioned a photo of Stephanie with her sons and daughters. Congrats to Jake and Stephanie McLaughlin for the new addition to your family. Freya is beautiful. Welcome, baby girl. #Rowan, #Regan, #Logan. McLaughlin and his wife married in 2004 and already parents to son Logan and daughters Rowan and Regan. The actor plays Ryan Booth, an FBI agent and love interest of Alex on Quantico, which airs Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Honey Boo Boo says she's very happy about Mama June's drastic weight loss. The 11-year-old Here Comes Honey Boo Boo star, born Alana Thompson, and her 17-year-old sister, Lauren Pumpkin Thompson, discussed Mom June Shannon's dramatic body transformation in an interview with Entertainment Tonight. Honey Boo Boo said of her mom's weight loss surgery, "I kind of didn't want her to do it before, but after she did it, I'm very happy." Lauren shared, "I think that's her biggest thing to overcome is the fact that she still thinks of herself as a bigger person. Even to this day, like a couple of days ago, we had a conversation and she looked in the mirror and was like, 'I'm still fat.'" She added, "I guess because she's seen herself as a bigger person all these years, she doesn't realize how small she is." Mama June had gastric sleeve surgery in May 2015 and has since had plastic surgeries to remove excess skin and lift her breasts. She will document her journey on the new WE TV show Mama June From Not to Hot, which premieres Friday. The star said in a promo for the show, "My new transformation is about me going through a transformation and feeling better about myself and losing weight, as I've already lost a bunch of weight on my own." She also added, in a dream world, my ideal weight, I honestly don't have a goal. Whatever I end up being, I'm going to be satisfied with and actually feel more confident about myself because the flaws that I have now will all be gone. Sinead O'Connor apologized Wednesday for claiming Arsenio Hall supplied Prince with drugs. The 50-year-old Irish singer retracted her comments about the 61-year-old American comedian and Prince in a statement to TMZ after facing a defamation lawsuit from Hall. O'Connor and Hall said in a joint statement, Sinead has retracted and apologized for a statement she made about Arsenio last year, which prompted his defamation lawsuit against her. She said, "I apologize for my Facebook post about Arsenio to the extent that anyone thought I was accusing him of acting as Prince's drug dealer and supplying him with illegal hard drugs or insinuated that Arsenio had something to do with Prince's death. I sincerely apologize because those statements would be false, and I retracted them unequivocally." Hall's publicist told ABC News that the committee will dismiss the lawsuit now that Arsenio's reputation has been restored by Sinead's unequivocal retraction and apology. Hall has sued the singer in May after she called him out in a Facebook post. She wrote at the time, 2 words for the DEA investigating where Prince got his drugs over the decades, Arsenio Hall, a.k.a. Prince and Eddie Murphy's blank. Arsenio, I've reported you to the Carver County Sheriff's Office. Expect their call. Prince died at the age of 57 on April 21st of last year and was later found to have died from an accidental overdose of Phanetol, a powerful opiate painkiller. Hall was among those to mourn the Purple Rain singer's death online. He wrote on Instagram in April, "The world lost an unrivaled artist. I lost a friend who I could always depend on. Rest in peace, Prince Rogers Nelson." Drake, Beyonce, Adele, and the late David Bowie earned accolades at the Brit Awards in London on Wednesday night. Bowie was honored as British Male Solo Artist, and his Black Star was named British Album of the Year, while Adele picked up the British Global Success Award. The British Artist Video Award went to One Direction for History, and Millie Sandy, who won the prize for Best Female Solo Artist, and in 1975 picked up the statuette for Best British Group. Little Mix, Shout Out to My Ex, earned the award for British Single, and Rag and Bone Man was presented with the Breakthrough British Act Award. A Tribe Called Quest won the International Group, Drake won for International Male Solo Artist, and Beyonce won for Female Solo Artist. George Michael's Wham partner Andrew Ridgeley, along with backup singers Pepsi and Shirley, joined Coldplay's Chris Martin on stage at the 2017 Brit Awards to pay tribute to the late icon. Ridgeley stood on stage alongside Pepsi and Shirley. On Christmas Day 2016, the greatest singer-songwriter of his generation, an icon of his era, my beloved friend George Michael was lost. He continued by saying, a supernova in a firmament of shining stars had been extinguished, and it felt like the sky had fallen in. It started out ordinarily enough. In 1975, we were two boys who happened to share a mutual sense of humor, a love of life-affirming music, the artist, and recorded, gave birth to, and a shared sense that we understood it. Pepsi added, while Shirley was fighting tears, his voice was stunning, pitch perfect, and his performances were spellbinding. George, Andrew, and Shirley changed my life by choosing me to join Wham. Shirley fought back with tears by saying, anyone who asked for George's help eventually got it. George was like a brother to me, and I will always be so proud of his incredible achievements. Ridgeley then introduced Martin as one of the finest singer-songwriters of his generation before the Coldplay frontman performed Michael's A Different Corner. Halfway through the performance, archival footage of Michael performing the song appeared, which allowed Martin to harmonize with the legendary singer. Recently, Adele paid tribute to Michael at the Grammys when she restarted her performance, noting, I can't mess this up for him. Rihanna has been named the 2017 Harvard University Humanitarian of the Year and will be honored at the school during a special ceremony on Tuesday. Harvard Foundation Director Alan Counter said in a statement, Rihanna has charitably built a state-of-the-art center for oncology and nuclear medicine to diagnose and treat breast cancer at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Bridgetown, Barbados. She has also created the Clara and Lionel Foundation Scholarship Program named for her grandmother and grandfather for students attending college in the U.S. from Caribbean countries, and supports the Global Partnership for Education and Global Citizen Project, a multi-year campaign that will provide children with access to education in over 60 developing countries, giving priority to girls and those affected by lack of access to education in the world today. Past celebrity honorees included actor James Earl Jones and the late tennis great Arthur Ashe. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 2004, Gray Tuesday brings mashups to the mainstream. The phenomenon known as the mashup can be traced back through at least several decades of radio DJs and record producers manipulating or remixing one or more existing records to create a new musical work. With the rise of digitally distributed music and inexpensive, sophisticated productions of technologies in the late 90s, however, the phenomenon was radically democratized and a trend was born. A trend that reached its highest level of public awareness with the event known as Gray Tuesday, which took place on this date in 2004. Gray Tuesday was a well-organized one-day effort to distribute from many internet sources a possible controversial work called the Gray Album, created by the American DJ producer Brian Joseph Burton, aka Danger Mouse. Burton lived in England in the late 2000s at a time when the mashup phenomenon exploded in the UK thanks to a radio program called The Remix, which invited its listeners to send in their own examples of what was also known as bastard pop. Among the most popular and creatively successful mashups introduced on The Remix were Freelance Hellraiser's A Stroke of Genius in 2001, which paired Christina Aguilera's vocals from Genie in a Bottle with the instrumental track of The Strokes' Hard to Handle, or Hard to Explain, and Go Home Productions' brilliantly titled Ray of Gob, which combined Madonna's Ray of Light with the Sex Pistols' Pretty Vacant and God Save the Queen. Burton's inspiration for the Gray Album came in 2003 while listening to the Beatles' White Album shortly after hearing an a cappella version of Jay-Z's The Black Album. Over an intense two-period week, Burton constructed a brand new version of the Jay-Z album layered over beats and samples lifted from the Beatles. Burton created the Gray Album only to share among his friends, so he never even tried to clear the rights to the Beatles samples it contained. Even as the Gray Album caught on as a word-of-mouth internet phenomenon, Burton's only concern was a creative one. I'm just worried whether Jay-Z will like it or whether Paul or Ringo will like it. It's fair to say that EMI, the owners of the rights to the Beatles' master recordings, did not. The intensity of their legal response to the Gray Album, however, did not sit well with vocal internet opponents of the music industry, and Gray Tuesday was organized in protest. On that day, hundreds of websites organized to offer Burton's album for free download in defiance of EMI. That protest and its attendance publicity combined to make the great album the most widely distributed mashup album in history. And that is your entertainment report for Friday, February 24th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.